You know what Soren needs, or actually Grizzly Peak Airfield needs, is somebody from time to time in the Mountaineer lookout up there. Good morning, Fresh Bake. Welcome back to Fresh Bake Disney, the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Hello guys, I'm your host, and I'm walking down Buena Vista Street. We just missed the rope drop here at DCA, and guys, check it out. I'm going solo this morning. I think Mike is having car trouble. Sarah's working again, and you know what? It's just me, you, and the beauty and magic and wonder of, well, it's DCA. Okay, so there's probably a little bit of beauty, a little bit of magic, a little bit of wonder. Anyway, we're gonna start our morning off with breakfast over here at the Fiddler Fifer Practical Cafe, because I chose not to get breakfast this morning before coming to the park. Actually, I was going to get Mike breakfast today because he kept telling me how he doesn't eat breakfast before he comes. And then he doesn't show up. What a guy, that Mike. All right, here we go. Fiddler and the Fifer. It's pretty practical as far as cafes go. Quite a few breakfast offerings here at the Fiddler Fifer Practical Cafe, which is basically Starbucks. Same thing we get at Market Bucks. I often get the sausage, egg, and cheddar sandwich, but today I've opted for a cinnamon roll, and that's how it looks on display. I'm curious to see if it looks anything like that when I get it. So this morning we'll be dining inside with a view of Carthay Circle. It's just, like I said, it's just past rope drop. It's weird how the rope droppers seem to have gone out, done whatever they're going to do, and then they're coming back to get a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. And here is our cinnamon roll. It does actually look quite a bit like what we saw on display. And dare I say, Mickey ears? Is that intentional, I wonder? I don't know. And then we're also going to have a little reading material. We picked up a copy of the Buena Vista Bugle. It's a fall, fabulous fall. Oh, that's fall twice. They said it twice. What do we got here? Mickey's Dream Girl arrives on Buena Vista Street. This is the new outfit for Minnie that they did for the 60th. That's pretty neat. And they're showing some new treats. There's the Dia de los Muertos that we saw last week. Here's an ad or an article about the new attraction that's coming to Cars Land, which is, I still can't remember what this thing is called. Does anybody remember what they're calling this? Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters opens early next year. Guys, that's pretty soon. Interesting. Well, let's enjoy our Hidden Mickey cinnamon roll here on Carthay Circle. And so that's breakfast, Fresh Bake, the cinnamon roll and a coffee from the Fiddler Fifer Practical Cafe. I must say, the cinnamon roll was tasty, and it was had a little bit, what do you call it? When Sarah got her cinnamon roll at Disneyland from the Jolly Holiday, it seemed to be lacking in the frosting department. I was not lacking in frosting, and I really appreciated the little, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but the Hidden Mickey on there was nice. However, I must say, that's not exactly a great bargain, I don't think. Value isn't really there. That was a $6 cinnamon roll, Fresh Bake. Well, actually, no, it's $5 because I have my annual pass discount. But still, I don't think I've ever paid $5 for a cinnamon roll before. Considering that the sausage and egg biscuit is $4.50. So we're going to start our morning off by getting a fast pass for Soarin' over California, because it's my favorite ride in all of DCA. I just love Soarin' so much. You know what Soren needs, or actually Grizzly Peak Airfield needs, is somebody from time to time in the Mountaineer lookout up there. I think we should have a cast member up there. Not always, but just somebody up there kind of watching, you know, get their binoculars out and just sort of check out the scene, see if there's any planes coming in, maybe look out for some fires. I think that'd be pretty neat. And look, I found a little bulletin board here, a Preserve and Protect bulletin board, sponsored probably by, yep, Smokey the Bear. There he is right there. Good job, Smokey. You gotta save your forest, basically. And is that, yeah, there's John Muir. There's the guy that we reference quite often in Grizzly Peak Airfield. He was quite a, what do you call it, like a conservationist, I guess? So I'm back out here again. While I was having my cinnamon roll at the Jolly Holiday, I was thinking back to myself. Often, you know, I feel like California Adventure, I could complete my day here in definitely a day, usually less than that. Probably, I don't know, 6 hours, maybe 8 hours. And why is that, I was thinking? And I think it's because, like, Grizzly Peak Airfield is a beautifully themed land. It's gorgeous. It's really well done. They paid a lot of attention to detail. It's nice. It's not cheap. But there's not a lot here that I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I can go months without even stepping foot into Grizzly Peak Airfield. Whereas today I kind of had like, you know what, I'm going to do soaring today. So now I'm here and I'm enjoying myself. But there's a lot of lands like that, you guys. There's you know, Bugs Land. I can go months without going into Bugs Land. Now I do love Heinleich's and you know, and Francis's Ladybug Boogie. Those are fun, but that's not something that I don't go to Bugs Land every week or every other week like I do at Disneyland, where I'm hitting Frontierland and Adventureland or Tomorrowland like every other week, basically. Grizzly Peak, land of scenic wonders. Yours to enjoy. Thank you very much. I love that that wolf-like mountain. But yeah, so I mean, we can, you know, you come in, you go down Buena Vista Street, and you hang a left to Hollywood backlot. Again, an area of the park that I could go months without stepping foot in. Or you go straight towards Cars Land. You can skip. There's no hub here, really is what I'm saying. You can skip Grizzly Peak Airfield. You can walk right by it and forget that it's even here. If you go down to Cars Land, then you make your way towards the pier or whatever, and it's like an afterthought almost. It's kind of like Toontown in that sense. And you know, the backlot is similar, except the backlot has Tower of Terror pulling you in. You know, I know some of you are going to say, you know, soaring over California is like that. Well, maybe so, I guess. I don't know. It's a pretty popular attraction, but it's right at the front. You can go in and you can come right back out. Here we go. This is gorgeous back here. And here's another attraction that doesn't get a lot of. This is a big. You talk about a waste of space, and I don't mean waste in a bad way in the sense that, like, I wish it wasn't here. It's not a waste. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful, but it's a huge piece of land back here, and the amount of people that is able to cycle, you know, per hour, it could be the lowest number in the park. I think it really could be. Because you got, this wrap is going to, at most, what, 8 people? Yeah, 8, right? And then a little bit later, you get another 8. I mean, I guess I don't know, it just does not seem like a lot. Plus, considering the size and the, you know, the detail of the whole area back here, it just seems like a really expensive attraction. Let's take a walk down here to this little viewing area. Look at that mist coming through here, you guys. Fresh baked. If you haven't done this before, you definitely need to come down here and find this viewing area at the Grizzly River Run, which is right here is where, you know, you walk down the path towards coming from Soarin'. You can see the building right there. You can watch people drop. I could watch this for hours. I really could. It's gorgeous, it's scenic, and it's fun to watch people fall down. But getting back to my point, I gotta look at the numbers on that, but I'd like to know what the capacity is, what the volume of guests that come through here. There are large, even if it's doing pretty good in terms of guests per hour possible, like you're getting 8 people coming through here every, what, you know, 30 seconds maybe? But look how many of them are empty. And I know it's early still, but Grizzly River Run is the kind of attraction that is seasonal, and also, you know, depends on the weather and the time of day. At night, you don't get a lot of people through here. When it's cold, you definitely don't get a lot of people through here. And so, whereas, you know, Space Mountain, it doesn't matter what time of year or, you know, what time of day or what the weather's like, it's going to be full. And most attractions that are successful are like that, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, that kind of thing. So, I don't know why I'm going on this riff, but it's just all coming to me, Fresh Baked. I guess the point I was making was that DCA seems to be lacking real, like, I don't know, like volume type rides. Tower Terror, again, that's another one that you can't get a lot of people through that one. Here's an empty one. You can't get a lot of people through Tower Terror. So, I don't know, man. It's just, they could use more people. They could use another attraction, perhaps, that really is non-seasonal, non-time of day. Or, you know, maybe they don't. Maybe this is how it should be, now that I think about it, because I feel like a lot of times, you know, we forego, in this conversation, we forego the idea of capacity and volume versus, you know, what is it, what is the picture that's being painted? What is the story that's being told? Finding Nemo, for example, I would go ballistic if that ride was taken out, even though it doesn't, you know, that could be the worst, you know, in terms of capacity and volume of people that go through there, but it's just such a beautiful spot. It would really upset me if they took it out. You could definitely say the same thing for Grizzly River Run, am I right? So I guess we've really come to no real conclusions here, right? It's just food for thought, Fresh Baked. Things to talk about. This is what I like to do. If I'm not actually enjoying attractions and I've got time to meditate on this kind of stuff, you know, those are the kind of things I think about is, you know, what does this mean in terms of your experience? Take a look at this, by the way, this queue. When this place is crowded, what a wonderful way to spend 45 minutes if you have to, you know, waiting for your favorite ride, than to go through this little thing right here. I mean, this is really neat. You got somebody's little office back there, right? And there, if you go on the other side, there's a schedule, which I always find kind of fun. Yeah, so there it is on the green chalkboard. You can't really make anything out because it's in white chalk. Hard to read, but I like to read that when I'm here. Ah, yes, the calm before the storm. This is where everybody's getting to know each other and trying to figure out what they're in for if they haven't been on it already. We will not be riding Grizzly River Run this morning because that's not a ride that I do solo generally, because and to film it, you pretty much have to point the camera at somebody. It's very difficult to, you know, do a true, you know, first-person view on that because the boat moves around in circles, so you never really get to look at behind you or ahead of you all the time. So I like to have the camera pointed at somebody I know so that they don't freak out on me. It seems kind of rude to point the camera at a stranger for, you know, 10 minutes straight. But anyway, so there you go, guys. Grizzly River Run and the Grizzly Airfield Peak thing.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Secrets in History videos, or maybe our ride-throughs, or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. It truly is the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. Oh, and don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign, link below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!
That's what it felt. Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have a fear of flying or of heights, you might want to wait for your party at the arrival gate.